ఇగో వచ్చింది ఇక్కడ 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 ఎవరు మరి ప్లేస్ యా ఇట్స్ కమింగ్ హలో నాట్ అప్ టు ద మార్క్ హలో హలో ఎస్ కొంచెం వస్తుంది యా హలో ఎస్ yes hello hello yeah yeah hello guys okay sorry for the interrupt yeah of course there is a first negative then positive and again negative okay how there is a resting potential which is started with minus 70 resting potential mean where the cell is rest mode mean there is no now conduction, now impulses, there is no transmission. In that condition, the now cell which is maintained minus 70 MV, right? If any channel open mean electrical channel or mechanical gated channel open, yeah. If the mechanical gated channel open or there is a changes minus 70 mean sodium ion which is sodium is pledge charge. If the sodium pledge charge they enter into the this membrane side, the minus 70 which is turned into the minus 60 mean positivity increase. If the minus 60 take the place, this is the energy which is the threshold energy. Threshold energy mean threshold potential. Threshold potential mean potentiogenic pump open mean electrical channel open. If the electrical channel open, there is a huge Na is enter inside. If there is many sodium ions, the positivity increase mean this minus 70 is turn into the minus 60. Minus 70 is the resting potential. Minus 70 is the resting potential. Minus 60 is the threshold potential. That is, if the Na is enter more, if the electrical channel open, there is a positivity will increase. Positivity up to the plus 30. Up to the plus 30. This is resting potential, this is threshold potential, this is active potential. Active potential. In this condition, the cell going to become depolarization. 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 If the sodium ions fully enter into this segment and in this condition there is a sodium ions are in the depolarization in the wave condition, in the wave pattern they can move into the forward. The sodium ions move into the forward and mean the sodium ions are leave from the channel. In this condition there is a potassium ions followed. Potassium ions are permeable, they slowly exit from this nature mean the potassium ions they can leave from the cell. There is a negativity will take place in this condition, we can call repolarization. 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 If the sodium ions move forward in that segment and potassium ions they exit from that segment, there is a huge negativity which is up to the minus 90. This is hyperpolarization. Hyperpolarization. First they are resting potential, after that threshold potential, after that active potential, that is depolarization, later on it is repolarization. So first negativity, and then positive, which is active potential, and again negative, which is repolarization. Okay, active potential, which is positive, first resting potential is negative, resting potential is negative, active potential is positive, and repolarization is negative. So first negative, first one is negative, second one is positive, third one is negative. I hope you guys understand this. Okay, yes, this is the answer. Okay. Hello, 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 yes. Okay, yes. Next question. You have to take a screenshot if you want from this. Yeah, next question. Impulse conduction is faster than it is in the myelinated neuron. Neurons are myelinated neurons or amyelinated neurons. In the myelinated neurons, okay, this is cell body. There is a axon, which is myelinated neurons are there in the axon membrane. Okay, yeah, there is a signals, or they can go through the wave-like pattern, wave-like pattern. Okay, in this wave-like pattern, there is a signals which is jump. In the myelinated neurons, they can jump. That is saltatory conduction. Saltatory conduction. Okay, saltatory conduction means the signals will jump from the myelinated neurons, which is the wave pattern, which is move forward from the cell body to the end part of this axon. Okay, I hope you guys understand. Yeah, next question. Which one of the following is pair or correctly matched? Correctly matched. Cerebellum, hypothalamus, medulla, and cerebrum. Before that, you come to know these parts are located where. Okay, yeah, if come to this brain, this is forebrain, this is forebrain, which is cerebrum part, cerebrum, and this is midbrain, midbrain, and after that there is a hindbrain, this is hindbrain, hindbrain, and hypothalamus is located where? Forebrain, has two parts, one is cerebrum, second one is diencephalon. Diencephalon. This is the cerebrum part. The middle part of the cerebrum, there is a ventricle, third ventricle. This is third ventricle part. Below the third ventricle, there is a location which is bunch of neurons as regulated, called this is hypothalamus. 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 Cerebrum is in the forebrain. There are two parts in the forebrain. One is cerebrum and second one is hypothalamus. Okay, in the diencephalon, which is epithalamus, is above the third ventricle, epithalamus, and middle is thalamus. These three, epithalamus, thalamus and hypothalamus, is the diencephalon part. Hypothalamus, which is diencephalon part, and medulla is what? In the hand brain, there are two regulatory parts, which is pons and medulla. Medulla is located in the hand brain, okay? And yeah, this is cerebellum, guys. Cerebellum is, there is a location of the this hand brain, this there is a bunch of neurons which is exit from the cerebrum part. We can call this is cerebellum. Cerebellum. Guys, just look into here. Cerebellum is the language comprehensions correctly matched. Okay, we will look into that. Hypothalamus, obviously thermoregulations. Hypothalamus are thermoregulation. There are releasing hormones, inhibitory hormones. They can play the role, which is thermoregulation. No. Medulla is memory processing. No. Cerebrum is heartbeat control. No. Okay. Yeah. Here the answer is, yeah, cerebellum, which is the balancing, posture and balancing, posture and balancing, posture and balancing about cerebellum. Okay. And if come to the hypothalamus, thermoregulation, of course this is the right. Medulla is, they can involve in the heart rate responses, and there is a like respiratory rhyme, respiratory rhyme center and heart rate center. Regulate, which is medulla, okay, in the hand brain, especially emergency cases. Cerebrum is heartbeat control. No, it is the language, and there is a somatic nervous system and motor nervous system. There is a somatic area, motor area is under cerebrum, is under cerebrum. Okay, I hope you guys understand this. Okay, yes, yes. And next question, the ion which is responsible for the fusion of synaptic vessels with the parasynaptic membrane. Okay, yes, yes, fusion of synaptic vessels and presynaptic membrane. What is presynaptic and synaptic? There is a gap between, okay, there is a gap between two neurons called synapses. Okay, yes. Okay, this is the gap between them called synapse. Synapse. This is the presynaptic membrane. And postsynaptic membrane. together we can call synaptic cleft. Synaptic cleft. If the nerve impulses, they can carry forward throughout the axon. Nerve impulses, they can carry forward throughout the axon. So, what happened here? Yeah, there is a sodium potassium pump open and the sodium is enter in, potassium is exit out. In this condition, there is a wave-like pattern signal is going to throughout the axon membrane. If the end of the axon, there is a ligand gated channel open. End of the axon, ligand gated channel open. This ligand gated channel, if they open, ligand means there is a chemical channel. They can release chemical calcium ions. Calcium ions, they can push this gap. There are neurotransmitters. These are the neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitter chemical, these calcium ions, they can push the neurotransmitters into out in this gap. In this condition, neurotransmitters are enter in this gap, synaptic gaps, for the transmission of negativity into the next neuron. Transmission of next neuron. This is the neurotransmitter is acetylcholine. Acetylcholine. This neurotransmitter pushed by the calcium ions. Okay, this is the calcium ions is the right answer for this question. Okay, yeah, this is the synaptic cleft where the neurotransmitter is pushed by the calcium ions, which is the ligand gated channel open end of the axon. Okay, I hope you guys understand. Ligand gated channel is the chemical gated channel end of the axon that can be opened. The calcium ions which is enter into this axon. So, that is acetylcholine where the end of the axon they can release into the synaptic cleft. Okay. This is the binding site is there in the postsynaptic membrane. There is a binding site, that is they can receive this acetylcholine into this site. Receiver is there. Okay. This is the mechanism where the signals pass one neuron to the next neuron in the wave pattern. Okay. This is ligand gated channel open calcium ion which is in the motor neuron, initially. Motor neuron, they can stimulate through the chemical channel which is calcium. Okay. I hope you guys understand this. I will explain it is in the neural control and coordination. I will give the detailed information this. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Next question. Yeah. Sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system shows opposite effect on which muscle? The skeletal muscle and kidney filtration, heartbeat and pupil size, and neural synapse and speed. Guys, this is heartbeat and pupil size. Okay, I will explain in the neural control and coordination chapter. Yeah, I hope you guys understand this session clear. Guys, actually NEET World providing online based course for the long term. You can guys access through the online, very low price. Okay, very low price, which is about 3,300 rupees per month. Okay, we will provide you entire syllabus. Okay, without delay, we can effective manner, efficient study, like education we have to provide with the material and exams. Okay, yeah, you guys can join online also from anywhere. Okay, we can support you. Every faculty has give you individual mentorship for you guys. Okay, you have to trust it. We can make you better to crack the exam. Thank you.